speech. Again, someone needs to hear this motivational speech. Healing their potential. Shout out to you for looking at the title and understanding that I want this positivity in my life. So shout out to you. Be sure to make it to the end of the video. Share. Send this to someone who needs it. We're going to get into some topics. Going to look at some videos. We're going to find some motivation in some of these subjects. I'm going to get into a couple of pieces. And again, just feel comfortable. Enjoy the content. Building a community. Feel free to meet someone in the community as far as what we do. I thank you. Let's see what we got here as we load up. I'm going to go to YouTube. And let's see if we can elaborate on some shorts. Dive a little deeper in some of the messages. Some of the content that I think makes sense. Or maybe don't make sense. Whatever we agree with or don't agree with. And I know I made the comment yesterday about motivation being somewhat of a scam. The manosphere being somewhat of a scam. You got to remember, we live in a world of information and technology. All of this shit is propaganda driven. It's meant to touch you emotionally first or anything. And that's why I gave this video the title of something like Healing and Potential. Because we all got potential. But how do we tap into it? How do we make it work for us? How do we get it to work for us? That's the question. Send this video to somebody you think may need this. All right, we about to load up and take off. Finna go to YouTube and dance over some of this content. Not dance, but actually just elaborate and react to it. It's a lot of information out here. And like I say, we on the subject of healing. Healing is a little bit deeper than motivation. We looking for results. We trying to make you think. That's one of my prime motives with creating this channel and my channel, is to make you think, to make you look at things a different way and understand that sometimes, okay, it's a different angle to this. I see this different. My YouTube is not coming up. Maybe I should have did this before I went live. But I want to be punctual and be here at 9 o'clock. Shout out to the chat. All right, we in here, y'all. All right, let's go to motivation. No matter of fact, let's go to hip-hop motivation. Let's see if we can find some topics or some things different hip-hop people that said that we can elaborate on. Of course, I knew my guy Eric Thomas was gonna pop up. Kobe Bryant, Nipsey Hussle. Let's listen to Nipsey real quick.
My mentality when I do start to be like, man, this is a lot. That's what it's supposed to feel like. Like this shit ain't supposed to feel comfortable. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to stretch you. It's supposed to be a burden to a degree. You gotta wrap your mind around that and accept it and embrace it. My mentality when I
Facts. Facts on facts. Let's play that. Listen to that again.
Like, man, this is a lot. That's what it's supposed to feel like. Like this shit ain't supposed to feel comfortable. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to stretch you. It's supposed to be a burden to a degree.
Uncomfortability. That's actually a part of healing. Being uncomfortable is a part of healing. And again, I'm not a scholar. I'm just someone with a point of view. And what Nipsey is saying right here, how it's supposed to stretch you. Being uncomfortable do stretch you. And we can be scared at times. Let's admit that. We can be scared sometimes of change. We could be scared of being indifferent, being complacent. Because let's just face it, when you do find some type of comfortability, you want to stay in it. Because you feel like, okay, I'm kind of on cruise control right now. I'm doing okay. You're going to feel like, okay, let's keep it like this. Let's just stay in our zone and do what we got to do and try to work at the level that we at. Although being uncomfortable is what takes you to another level, but that point of stretching yourself and learning more and taking chances, let's just face it, chances do make champions. We heard that saying before. That's actually the title of the Doughboys Cash Out album. If y'all from Detroit, or even if y'all ain't from Detroit, y'all heard of Doughboys Cash Out. They got an album called Chances Make Champions. But what Nipsey Hussle just said, though, it makes sense. Let's play that one more time.
You gotta wrap your mind around that and accept it and embrace it. My mentality when I do start to be like, man, this is a lot. That's what it's supposed to feel like. Like this shit ain't supposed to feel comfortable. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to stretch you. It's supposed to be a burden to a degree. You gotta wrap your mind around that and accept it and embrace it. My mentality.
And I can equate this to, we can equate this to everyday life, of course, and being on the page or, at your 9 to 5 or whatnot. Because I can admit, I've been at a job for umpteen years. And some people look at me and be like, Quan, why you ain't did this here? Why you ain't did that there? Or Or, people that come after me, they be thinking about the position that I'm in. They be thinking to themselves, like, okay, if you've been here this long, why you not doing this or doing that? And sometimes it can be, my excuse is not the fear of unknown. My actual answer to that most of the time is the things like this and the things that I have going on outside of the job, or what my real goals is, or what I really want to dedicate my time to. That's really my answer. But I can see it being in other people's mind state, or looking at me as if, okay, if you've been here this long, you should be doing this, or you should be doing that, or why you not trying to advance, or this, that, and the other. And I have been asked to advance, actually. But the thing is, again, why dedicate my time, or too much of my time, in something that I don't want forever? But now, if my passion calls for me to spend more time or do more time doing something, it'll be a different outcome. Let's just face it, that's what life is about. You dedicate your time to what you love to do. Now, if I got a call or got an advancement or some type of negotiation or outlet to do more spoken word or poetry or speaking engagements, or to rhyme or write more for someone else or something like that, clearly I go where my passion is at. And that's what I stress to a lot of people in some of these talking points. If you listen to the videos, you're supposed to do what you love. You'll never work another day in life again. That's like right now, this very moment. This is a Sunday evening. It's a lot of people that's going to wake up tomorrow and do something that they don't even love. They just doing it, just getting by or whatever, whatever, whatever. Now, don't get me wrong. You got to do what you got to do to take care of business. And we going to do that. But at the same time, if your life calls for something else and you feel your life has a different calling and meaning, that's what you should be gravitating to. That's what you should spend most of your time doing. Me having this conversation right here on this live video, to you, this might be considered work, but to me, this is not work. This is fulfillment. This is speaking not only to others, but also walking in that journey of not only doing what you love, but helping someone. Rick Ross.
Stay focused. Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to nobody, homie. What's on your mind, just do it. Because what's destined for you, you gonna get it. Stay focused. Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to nobody, homie. What's on your mind, just do it. Because what's destined for you, you gonna get it.
Now, didn't we just say that? I just said that, and then also pulled up this video, and Rick Ross explains and says the same thing. Now, in hindsight, all the time, when you see someone successful say, do it, or, whatever advice it is that someone successful says, it's going to look more sexy because they didn't already made it. But if I was to say the same message, of course, not only you looking for an answer when you hear it from me, not that you're looking for an answer, but it's the cause and effect of wanting to see who actually done it. But how about sometimes when we can go through this together? We can motivate each other. We can help each other. And that's why I try to do it through not only the spoken word, but the language in itself of not only being motivated, but for the people that respect it on our level, we can motivate each other and get it together. Because we are the same anyway. It was a time and point when Rick Ross had to tell himself this same message that he telling someone else. Listen again.
Stay focused. Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to nobody, homie. What's on your mind, just do it. Because what's destined for you, you gonna get it. Stay focused. Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to nobody, homie. What's on your mind, just do it. Because what's destined for you, you gonna get it.
What's destined for you is for you. If the message ain't for you, you shouldn't be here. That's the bottom line facts. And if you can get deteriorated, or if you can get thrown off course by distractions, or someone telling you can't do it, you're not meant for this anyway. You don't have tough skin. You don't understand rejection. You don't understand that it's going to be ups and downs and moments to where you could give up. How easy it is to give up.
I want to say this to God out loud. Thank you. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for looking out
Denzel
for me.
Washington.
Thank you for protecting me from what I couldn't see. Thank you for your mercy, your grace, your patience with me. Thank you for never leaving me, even when I was...
That sounds like AI. We ain't gonna fuck with that.
This woman's ADHD trick.
I want to say this to God.
Let me zoom back because I don't want to just have them all just play automatically.
This woman's ADHD.
Your only focus should be on getting better at what you...
That's Seinfeld, but I definitely hear that music in the background. Let's go back. I said consistency is key. Set yourself free. Ain't no age limit on success. And it's subjective. You determine what it could be. You see, the goal ain't always to be famous, rich, or known. You see, some of us just love what we do, want to influence, spread a message, be compensated, and come back home. Am I wrong? You see, the weak is in competition to do it for the public. You see, I knew my words was going to open up doors before I even touched it. Why? That's because me and God discussed it. He said, put in work, just improve. Stop giving free assets, putting energy in all the wrong places and telling people all of your next moves. He said, I got you. Work hard, build in silence. Take a break, fall back from people, whatever you need in this world, I can't provide it. Meditate to them songs. Keep writing them poems. Keep building relationships, touching souls whenever you perform. And as I carry on, look at the response that I get. All this love as I'm rewarded in public for what I did in private. Work hard, build in silence.
What's the best advice you give somebody right now in today's day and world?
I'd say stay you. Just Be you, be different. Don't try to follow no ways. What work for somebody else ain't gonna work for you. It might do, it might don't. But if you do like follow somebody else's footsteps, the world gonna look at you like you just a baby version of the other artist, and you don't want that.
What's the best advice you give somebody right now in today's day and world?
I just say just stay you. Just be you, be different. Don't try to follow no ways. What work for somebody else ain't gonna work for you. It might do, it might don't. But if you do like follow somebody else's footsteps,
And that makes sense. And that makes sense. Let's talk about that. If you just joined it, you may want to rewatch this. But that definitely makes sense. What Lil Durk said. What works for me may not work for you. And that's why we living in the world with so many people is looking for someone to tell them what to do. Or they looking for the voice of influence. That's why the one with the most followers, it looks better. And like they say, sometimes people are loud and wrong. And sometimes it could work for you, sometimes it, probably won't. If I came on here trying to be something that I'm not, it's going to show. And to be honest, by doing some of these lives and taking my time and pacing and thinking more before I speak, although I may gain a little bit more structure, but it is somewhat out of character. Because I do cuss sometimes. I do talk with slang, down to earth. And let's just face it, everybody that's online and content making and within the guidelines of content, you're going to be told what you can say and what you can't say. So it is things that you have to be careful about that you say, or subjects that you may want to touch that don't touch. And you may look at other people that are successful and think to yourself, well, they successful doing it this way. Let me try it that way. Because no idea is new. Everybody's emulating somewhat of a fashion, but they just putting their twist on it and trying to see how they can navigate and make it their own. So this message definitely speaks volumes. And although he may be talking about hip-hop artists and people who's trying to break into the world of hip-hop and entertainment, but following itself, it's not always going to work.
You're just a baby version of the other artist, and you don't want that.
What's the best advice you give somebody right now in today's day and world?
I just say just stay you. Just be you, be different. Don't try to follow no ways. What work for somebody else ain't gonna work for you. It might do, it might don't. But if you do like follow somebody else's footsteps, the world gonna look at you like you just a baby version of the other artist, and you don't want that.
What's the best advice?
You don't want that. You don't want to be that guy. Get your own lane, get your own structure. When I formulated the whole idea of rap talk, I knew the lane that I wanted. I knew the messages that I wanted to convey. Although I do motivation and healing, and also I do erotic poetry, it's a wide range to what I do. But both of those facets are a part of me and my not only emotions, but who I am. And to some, it can seem like contradiction, and I can accept that. And in the early stages, not only did I know that, but I still do both. But we'll see how that work out in the further run with whichever one take off first and whichever, I ain't gonna say outweighs the other. But if you balanced on one end, listening to me in one perspective, if you open to the other, you're gonna do that. Like right now, if you into erotic poetry, the link is in the description to go listen to some of that.
You see, the underdog story is the realest story there is. Because when you come from nothing, you appreciate everything. You hustle different, you love different, and you lead different. So today, I want you to do 3 things. Stay humble. Never forget where you came from. Stay hungry. Keep that fire in your soul. And stay true. Always be real with yourself and the world. Because the world don't need no more copies. It need originals. And trust me, ain't nobody else that can do what you do like you do.
Powerful. That's a good message. That was coming from Snoop. Looked like he was at a graduation, like he was the keynote speaker at a graduation. And if you notice through all these videos that I done played, speaking of healing and motivation and the potential that could be in you, if you notice, it's like a common thread in all these videos that we've been going through and speaking about this evening. The whole message always been be original, be you. We all gonna get judged. We all gonna get, we're not all here to please everybody. And that's what life turned out just to be, with everybody having a voice, everybody being able to type an opinion. Everybody just judge and speak on each other. That's what all this doing. So we could be a ball of confusion, or it could be a ball of entertainment for you. How you look at it. One more time.
You see, the underdog story is the realest story there is. Because when you come from nothing, you appreciate everything. You hustle different. You love different. And you
Definitely remember that. Your environment makes you. Keep that in you. Wherever you from, take that with you. Be proud of you. Proud of it. Be proud of your community and where you grew up at. I grew up in Detroit. Things I've seen, things I've done, it all shaped me. It all gave me my viewpoint on life. It's like you get 3 parents in life. You get your mother, your father, whatever have you, if they're around or not around, or whatever. And you also get the environment around. The environment around you is basically a parent to you. It's just when you step outside your door, what do you see? How do you observe it? How do you take it in? And not only what you see, it shapes you, but your point of view and your reaction to it. That's what really makes you.
You lead different. So today, I want you to do 3 things. Stay humble. Never forget where you came from. Stay hungry. Keep that fire in your soul. And stay true. Always be real with yourself and the world. Because the world don't need no more copies. It need originals. And trust me, ain't nobody else that can do what you do like you do.
Nobody can do what you do, how you do. That reminds me of Stevie. Do I do what? Now imagine if I didn't break out into that song when I didn't feel like singing. It was playing in my head. Low key, I got like a singer Tourette's going on. I just be busting out the songs. But although I try to come with structure, but then again, the more I do this and more trying, because you got to remember, this whole outlet of social media, we all are walking into a world of acceptance. No matter how much people want to say it, how much they don't want to say it. I mean, even if you're not a content creator, even when you own somebody's page and you put a comment up, you want acceptance for that, or you at least think about it. Is it worth saying? Is somebody else going to agree? Or you just putting it out there? Let's get into enjoy the journey. And definitely being that he says no one can do what you do, it make me think about how I do what I do. I try to put these same conversations into motivational pieces and spoken word and storytelling and things like that. The leaves come before the trees. Don't forget the roots. And everything in life had its beginning. You see, that's what we learned as a youth. And the truth is, it ain't no shortcuts. In this life, it's just hard turns, roadblocks, detours. You see, everything in life is hard earned. And see, if the model to follow was the same, there'd be no change. And then it wouldn't be no reason for me to stay in my lane. But I maintain, study my peers, open my ears, listen what's being told, and I face my fears. I'm talking gears, turning direction for me to reach my highest. You see, I do this for my people because for my culture, I'm biased. Listen to me. Your seminars and workshops are not worth my time. I rewrite and research and probably start mine. I'm good with my hustle, my struggles, my image. I do what I love until God says I'm finished. I love what I do, so bullshit don't concern me. When it takes time and effort. So enjoy the journey. You must enjoy the journey. Give yourself something to believe in. Find something that's deeper than you. Build your routine every day. Build you some type of structure, something to work for. Advancement. No excuses. Y'all want to find some foolishness? Well, I ain't gonna say some foolishness. Y'all want to do some just regular. I ain't gonna say just regular, but y'all want to just find some shorts just to talk about. would play a Steve Harvey short, but shit, he might be tripping. You know, some of these, although it be public domain, some of these people don't want you to reuse it or re-say nothing that they didn't. How y'all feel about Kevin Gates?
Don't beat yourself up behind mistakes. You take responsibility for all actions. We move forward. Don't let the past dictate your present. And also, don't allow the things that happen in your past to affect your future. Don't beat yourself up behind mistakes.
This is a positive message. This is a positive message from Kevin Gates. Don't beat yourself up. And we do that a lot. A lot of us fall victim to doing this. Because the mistakes we make, not only sometimes we'll revisit them, but we'll think to ourselves in hindsight of not only what we could have did different, but it's like we could be in our present moment of something and know that, okay, we all right. But looking backwards, you be thinking to yourself like, damn, if I would have did it this way or did that. Like they always say, hindsight is 20/20. Because you never know what the future holds. But when you're living in the present, you look in your past. Or it can just be like when you had your kids or a relationship that you had, or you know, if you would have went to school or if you would have went to college. You know, a lot of people grow up and think about stuff like that. And that's what's so odd, because I don't want to use the word funny. But that's what's so crazy about life. It's like the older generation. We try to tell the younger, but by the time the younger get older, they doing the same. They're not only doing the same thing, but they going through the same thing of trying to tell somebody that's younger who probably not listening to them. So it's like, is you gonna take in the message, or is you gonna just live with regrets and beat yourself up? Because by the time you get older, because by the time each person gains some type of knowledge, and when you really can use it, I ain't gonna say, but most of the time it'd be too late by then. And then not to mention, when you get a certain age, you stuck in your ways anyway. I mean, it sound good, and I do admire you if you always searching for change, and if you feel that you can change. Like they say, you can't change a player's game in a knife in it.
You take responsibility for all actions.
Let's listen again.
We move forward. Don't let the past dictate your present. And also, don't allow the things that happen in your past to affect your future. Don't beat yourself up behind mistakes. You take responsibility for all actions. We move forward. Don't let the past dictate your present. And also, don't allow the things that happen in your past to affect your future. Don't.
And that's healing. Someone out there needs this. Someone out there needs this message. Share this video to someone who needs this message. Get with y'all in a minute. Rap Talk. Healing their potential.